I played a lot of Factorio in the beta and I got all of the achievements, already then when it was much easier. Now I want to restart with Factorio Space Age, reset all achievements and see if I can still do it. Let me show you my plan for getting at least the following 2 achievements. Keeping your hands clean and rush to space. For the first, we must not destroy enemy structures before we get artillery. And for the second, we must not use violet or yellow signs before we do research on another planet. To achieve that, which parts of my plan will I explain in this video? Which planet to visit first? How to survive without destroying enemy structures? Which signs to research? The throughput of the signs, the main bus layout and the space platform layout and its inventory. Let's look at those points. For keeping your hands clean, we need artillery, and we can only get artillery on Vulcanos. So Vulcanos is our first planet. For rush to space, we need to research on another planet without unlocking production and utility signs. We need to do this on Vulcanos, but do we get the achievement with artillery? No, we do it with cliff explosives. That is much faster than artillery and it is very useful. This sounds easy so far, but there is one big difficulty. How to survive on Novice without destroying enemy structures. We must defend against all incoming waves of enemies without destroying their nests. So we can only use ore patches where there are no nests. We must protect those ore patches that we plan to use, and we need to protect them soon before the enemies expand. And that will be a main part of the plan before going to space. Which science shall we research? Apart from the science to go to Vulcanos, we need defense and offense. So we want turrets, walls, piercing rounds and 20 military science per minute. We want all weapon shooting speed and damage that we can get without production and utility science. And we need construction robotics to repair the base. And I plan to skip the following: laser turrets, logistics robots and solar panels, because steam is easier and takes less space. So skipping those 3 will give us 3 additional achievements: raining bullets, logistics embargo and steam all the way. And in addition we can do another one, which is lazy bastard. We launch a rocket while manually crafting no more than 111 items. It's a bit annoying also, but it's also fun. I like it. How about the throughput of the signs? A goal of 30 signs per minute, red, green, blue and white, and 20 for black seems doable and still reasonably fast. So what kind of main bus do we need for this minimalistic setup? I want to have 3 rocket parts per minute, and let's look at the planner in Factorio Lab. Which items are used for more than one other part, so that they should be on the bus? The main items are copper, steel, iron wheels and iron. And that's more or less it. In addition, if I produce the green, red and blue circuits outside of the bus, I need only 1 lane for each of these materials. So we have a main bus with just 2 belts. That is very weird. It will not stay like that, because we need also a mall for lazy bastard. So actually we don't need only signs, we need to automate much more. We want at least the following lanes on the bus: green circuits, plastics, red and blue circuits, stone and sulfur and pipes. And 1 spare lane. I'm sure we will fill it. How about our space platform? It should survive to go to Vulcanos, stay there and come back in one piece. Or we send it back and forth a few times. In any case, I think something like the following will work. We have 2 thrusters, a fuel factory and a space science factory. We have a factory for yellow ammo and a belt around the platform. We have 5 turrets in front and 1 turret left and right and 2 turrets at the rear side of the platform. And 3 asteroid collectors. And we will make a circuit that the asteroid collectors only collect what they need at the moment. We will also load 5 steel furnaces to make our startup on Vulcanos a bit faster. So that's the plan. What do you think? Will this plan work? Let me know in the comments and subscribe if you liked the video. I will soon execute this plan in live streams.